Howie wasn't there.
Howie was not there. So, I'm glad he was safe at home while that was happening. Didn't have anything to worry about. But, this is a guy who, if you go all the way back to what started this with episode 381, which was just a genuine crash out I had on him, he went on an interview in the New York Post last year and looked the lady in the eyes and gave this whole dramatic retelling of how the one time he was around Jeffrey Epstein in 2005 when I think they were like finishing construction on the house he had bought, number 11, right next to Jeffrey Epstein on East 71st Street. He saw the massage table. Jeffrey Epstein creepily talked about getting a massage, the right kind of massage, right in his face, like right here. And he walked out and he said, "In the 8 to 10 steps it takes to get from my house to his house, I told my wife we will never be around that disgusting individual ever again." And then he went on to list every which way that it turned out in the emails that were later released. He did spend time around Jeffrey Epstein by saying, "So I was never involved with him in business, personally, with philanthropy, nothing, because he is disgusting," or said something like that. And, there was a clip we put together of this of me fucking flipping out on Instagram where we showed all the emails with the highlights. Shout out Danny Gonzalez helping me out with that clip. Where we see the emails and all the years after this where he donates to things involved with Jeffrey Epstein directly on an email chain with him, where he discusses, I don't even remember what they were, but investing in stuff with Jeffrey Epstein, where he discusses, obviously, infamously, visiting the island in 2012 with his whole fucking family and some other guy in his family. And then, can we pull up the picture? Howard Lutnick, Jmail, you'll see it pop up. There was an image that was released in the original January 30th drop that, thank God, Jmail exists and copied everything. It was later removed by the Justice Department, but it shows very clearly Howard Lutnick in 2012, here it is, on the island with Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know this for a fact, but those may be Howard Lutnick's children to his left. They look like, at that point, pretty close to grown adult males. Maybe like teenagers, something like that. I don't know if that's them. I don't know if the guy on the right sitting down is Lerman, who was the husband of the couple that he references in the infamous email. But you can see they showed on the island that they're basically right by the temple right here. Howard Lutnick is in beach clothes. Good flip-flop game, I'll give him that. And Jeffrey Epstein's right there, and they seem happy as a pig in shit.